This is the most important XRP Ripple video ever since it will tell us when Ripple will win its fight against the SEC. Believe me, it will happen a lot sooner than you expect. Of course, crypto specialists couldn't overlook such a strong optimistic signal. They are already celebrating behind the scenes because their prediction says that the price of XRP might go up to $10,000 and higher. You can't afford to miss this. Let's go right to the point without any more delay. Warning: the long-running legal battle between Ripple and the Securities and Exchange Commission seems to be coming to a close. After almost 5 years of legal strain, public conjecture, and market uncertainty, U.S. District Judge Analisa Torres is poised to make her final ruling any day now. There's a lot of excitement in the crypto community, and for good reason. The following steps could change the rules for how digital assets are controlled in the U.S. A tweet from XRP LaBroccoli that caught the mood made the speculation grow. It looks like a good day for Judge Torres to make the settlement between Ripple and the SEC official. That hope isn't without merit. John Deaton, a legal analyst, thinks there is a 70% probability that Judge Torres will approve Ripple's newest motion. Ripple experts agreed with that optimism, saying that the court might make a verdict at any time, ultimately giving Ripple the win it has been working for since 2020. But in the middle of the jubilation, the XRP community was hit by a wave of confusion. A user named Carla160 said that Ripple and the SEC had just offered a $50 million settlement and were requesting the court to ease limits on selling XRP to institutions. It sounded too dramatic, and legal expert Bill Morgan soon stepped in to set the record straight. Morgan says the truth is less exciting, but much more vital. The settlement agreement was really finished a long time ago. In April, Ripple signed it, and in early May, the SEC said it was okay. The last thing that needs to happen is for Judge Torres to sign off. The $50 million number going around is the final civil penalty for Ripple's institutional XRP sales. Sales that Judge Torres had already said were unregistered securities solicitations. The judge told Ripple to put $125 million in escrow in August of 2024. At first, Ripple wanted to pay merely $10 million, but after a long time of talking, both sides agreed to the $50 million fine. That sum will be removed straight from the escrow, and Ripple will get back the other $75 million. No fresh money is being exchanged. It's not a new settlement. It's a redistribution of money that has already been secured through the legal procedure. The settlement also includes a motion to lift the injunction that stops Ripple from starting its institutional XRP sales again, which is quite important. If Judge Torres agrees this motion, Ripple would be able to relaunch that side of its business within a clear and court-sanctioned legal framework, something the company has been seeking for since the lawsuit began. This moment means a lot more than just Ripple. Judge Torres decided in July 2023 that Ripple's programmatic XRP sales, which were done through public exchanges and were open to individual investors, did not break any securities laws. In October 2024, the SEC filed a notice of appeal to try to overturn that decision. But in a big change, the agency dismissed its appeal in March 2025, which meant that they agreed that those retail XRP sales are not securities. Ripple then pulled back its own cross-appeal. The legal stances have become set in stone. The only thing left is the judge's signature. One of the most essential parts of the story is the SEC's discreet change of mind. The agency didn't just lose. It decided not to keep battling. That action shows that regulators may take a different approach to crypto in the future. It also gives Ripple a lot more power as it gets ready to leave the courtroom and go back to full operational capacity. A tweet from XRP Retells summarized up how serious the situation was and got a lot of attention in the crypto world. The final decision is loading. Judge Torres is getting close to making her final decision In the Ripple versus SEC case, the whole crypto industry is watching attentively since the judgment could change the laws for crypto in the US. And that's exactly what is happening. Everyone is looking, and crypto specialists are making big predictions that are more convincing and shocking than ever before. There are rumors that XRP prices will skyrocket and that Ripple will become the model for regulating cryptocurrencies around the world. What they're saying will blow your head. What happens next might change everything, not just for Ripple but for the whole crypto market. Amonik stated that all the money in Bitcoin will soon start to flow into XRP. This is something that several people in the crypto space have been saying for a while now. That XRP could soon be the main source of liquidity in a new financial era. It sounds like an outlandish claim at first, but when you put the pieces together, it makes sense. What makes you so sure? Arthur Britto, one of the original architects of the XRP ledger and a co-founder of Ripple, is back, which is a big reason. Britto was quiet for years, almost like a myth. People talked about him in chat rooms and forums like he was a ghost. Britto, on the other hand, disappeared from the public eye and left behind only a few early interviews and development credentials. Recently, though, he broke his silence with a post on X that was both vague and clear. He didn't say much, but his surprise comeback came at the same time as a big increase in XRP network activity. The most transactions in months, with over 1,500,000 in only 24 hours. John Squire, a well-known analyst, quickly saw how important it was. He said, "Britto doesn't post for free." And he is correct. People take attention when someone who has been quiet for more than 10 years finally speaks up, especially when it has to do with Ripple and the SEC settlement and record-breaking network metrics. It wasn't just the tweet, though, it was what came with it. A remark that has been around for a while and is often ascribed to Britto said that XRP was made for $10,000. While most people see this as a theoretical value and not a real prediction, it nevertheless makes sense. The idea behind it is simple, but deep. XRP wasn't just made to be another coin, it was made to be a global bridge asset that could move a lot of money swiftly, cheaply, and legally. In this light, XRP Dragon's crazy tweets make sense. Are you buying XRP at the best prices? If not, you'll definitely pay $1,000 per token soon. Suddenly, it doesn't seem so far-fetched, especially when you think about Ito Farina's harsh warning. Buying XRP for $2 is like buying Bitcoin for less than $100. Most people are attempting to sell now so they can buy back at a lower price. That's how 95% of people will be priced out. The breakout doesn't care about your plan. Yes, it's true. Accounts like Bull Run Wonka that say XRP will be worth $100,000 are more memes than market research, but they do have a point. They show belief, excitement, and most importantly, attention. And in crypto, attention typically comes before money. The truth is probably somewhere between Britto's realistic strategic view and the wild optimism of retail investors. But one thing is for sure. The timing of these events, the settlement almost being done, the network volume going up, and Arthur Britto coming back, is more than simply a coincidence. Squire said it best. In crypto, quiet may be louder than noise.